So hello guys, welcome back once again in the another video of React Native. And in this video we will talk about the scroll view, how we use the scroll view props. So let's start. So now I am running the application without scroll view and I am using here a multiple views. So suppose this is the first view and here we are giving a height 200 and width 200. So suppose when I'm running our application in the Android and the iOS, so application is looking like this. So we are not able to scroll. So in this type of situation, we need a scroll view. When we are not able to scroll and cannot see the whole content on the screen, so scroll view component actually wrap the platform specific functionality. Scroll view require a bounded height to function properly. So we can set the height of the view directly or make sure that all parent view have bounded height. So first of all we import the scroll view inside the React Native library. So we here can directly import the scroll view because scroll view also the component of the React Native package, and here we can use it directly. So inside the SafeAreaView we can use the scroll view. So here we are using the SafeAreaView, so we can add here directly the scroll view. So I recommend that scroll view always be wrapped inside the SafeAreaView or view. We can directly use the scroll view without view or SafeAreaView, but I recommend that it should be included in the view. So now save it. So here you can check that now the scroll view is working and we are able to see the whole content on the screen. So when we scroll inside the Android, so it is also scrolling. So the another thing for the scroll view, so a few very important props of the scroll view is that scroll enabled or disable. So we can also enable or disable the scrolling of the scroll view. Suppose I add here scroll enable false, so it will disable the scrolling of the scroll view. So if I am trying to scroll, then it will not work because scroll enabled is false. It will work only in the true case. So by default scroll enable is true, so you can disable or enable the scroll view if you want. So you can also show the data of the scroll view horizontally or vertical. If you want to show your data as a horizontal, so you need to add here horizontal props of the scroll view true, and now save it and check on the device. So now the scrolling will be work as a horizontal. So it will work on the both devices, Android as well as on the iOS. So a very important props of the scroll view is a sticky header indices. So this is also a very important props, and here we use a zero index of the whole view we are using here. So suppose I want to add here a another view, and in this view I want to use a so now save it, and the horizontal now I am using here false. So if you want to show the horizontal you can use this property, but now I am using this as a false. So a sticky header is also show on the top. So if you scroll, so it will be show on the top only. So we are using this sticky header inside the scroll view, but it will not scroll, it will always be show on the top of the scroll view. So another props of the scroll view is the invert sticky header. So it will, suppose I am using true, so and check what is the effect of it. So you can notice that when I'm scrolling, so sticky header is also scrolling with the inner views. So it is not staying in the top, so it is scrolling when I'm scrolling the whole content of the scroll view. So if I am using this property, invert sticky header true, so stay at the top, so you can use this property as a false. So by default this property is false, so if you did not use this property, so it will be stable in the top. So suppose I want to use now the sticky header is on the top. So another prop of the scroll view is the content container style. So you can use this prop also. Suppose I want to give the padding vertical and save it. So this prop will add the padding at the bottom side. So now bottom of the red view, a padding of the 50 is showing here. So if I am not using this prop, suppose I am using here a 0, so you will notice that a no padding will be shown in the bottom of the red view. Yeah, so now here is not any padding. So another prop of the scroll view is the bounce. So if you want to use this property, so a content of the scroll view will be bounce. Suppose I am using this as a string. Scroll view content is now bouncing. So it is bouncing in the bottom side, it is bouncing in the upper side. So we can use so another prop is the always bounce horizontal. So if you use always bounce horizontal prop as a true, so it will be bounce horizontally like this. So you can bounce this content of the scroll view as a horizontal like this. And if you want to bounce the content of the scroll view as a vertical, so you can use always bounce vertical as a true. So now the content of the scroll view will be bounced vertically like this. So it is bouncing in the vertical also, vertical and horizontal both side it will be bounce. So another very important props of the scroll view is the content offset, and here you can set the XY coordinate value of the scroll view content, and here you can set the initial coordinate of the content. Suppose here I am using x is equal to 100 and I am taking y is also a 150, and I am closing this inside the double curly braces and I am save this. So you will notice the content is showing at the left side in the 150 and 150. So this props is only applicable for the iOS. So when you touch this, so content will be show as a normal we are using before. So bounce is now I am using as a true, so we are using this as a false. By default it is false, and content offset is also we can use according to our requirement. So now I am using the content offset is also a 0, and also you can use another important props is the indicator style. So we use a different style, so any one of them you can choose. So by default it is a default style. So suppose I want to use this as a black, so now you will notice the indicator is now a black color. A lining showing in the scroll view is a indicator and it showing in the black color. Suppose I want to use this as a white, so screen is also a white, so I think it will not be show. So white color indicator is showing, so it is showing when I am scrolling. So it is effective in both the Android and the iOS, so it will work in the same way. So like this you can use the scroll view in your application and use the different props of the scroll view according to your requirement. So in the next lecture we will use the scroll view methods. So if you have any doubt, any query regarding to the scroll view, so please let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.